Lucky Blockstaff, The Infinite Realms of Possibility. Prologue, Beyond the Boundaries of Imagination. In the expansive, pixelated multiverse of Minecraft animations, few artifacts have so completely obliterated the boundaries of creative possibility as the Lucky Blockstaff. It transcends the simple definition of a tool or weapon, existing instead as a living, breathing manifestation of pure, unfiltered creativity. This is not merely an object of entertainment. It is a philosophical statement, a technological marvel, a narrative quantum engine that transforms the very fabric of storytelling. Each activation is a cosmic event, a moment where reality folds on itself, where expectations are not just challenged but completely dismantled. The genealogy of chaos, a deeper origin story, the primordial soup of creative conception. To truly comprehend the Lucky Blockstaff, we must first explore its conceptual DNA. Its origins are not found in a single moment of inspiration, but in the collective creative unconscious of animators who dare to dream beyond conventional narrative structures. Picture the earliest brainstorming sessions. Animators huddled in dimly lit rooms, fueled by caffeine and an almost maniacal desire to break every rule of traditional storytelling. They weren't just creating a tool, they were engineering a narrative revolution. The initial concepts were wild, borderline absurd, a weapon that could rewrite reality itself, an implement of pure potential energy, a storytelling device that laughs in the face of predictability. Each iteration pushed the boundaries further. What if a single tap could spawn entire civilizations? What if randomness could be weaponized as a narrative strategy? The evolutionary path of narrative innovation. The Lucky Blockstaff didn't emerge fully formed. It evolved, a creative organism adapting to the complex ecosystem of digital storytelling. Early versions were crude, limited, but with each iteration, it became more sophisticated, more nuanced, more capable of generating pure, unbridled narrative magic. The profound science of randomness, quantum narrative mechanics. At its core, the Lucky Blockstaff operates on principles that would make quantum physicists weep with a combination of joy and existential terror. It's a perfect fusion of probability theory, advanced algorithmic generation, and pure creative will. Imagine a computational system so complex that it can generate meaningful, entertaining scenarios in milliseconds. A device that doesn't just generate random numbers, but entire worlds, complete narrative arcs, instantaneous transformative experiences. The mathematical poetry of unpredictability. The algorithmic complexity behind the Lucky Blockstaff is nothing short of miraculous. It requires advanced probabilistic modeling, complex generative algorithms, sophisticated visual generation techniques, narrative coherence protocols, emotional engagement optimization. Each activation is a symphony of mathematical precision and creative chaos. Technological sorcery, the engineering of wonder, the hidden architecture of magical computation. Creating the Lucky Blockstaff requires a level of technological wizardry that blurs the lines between engineering and art. Animators become quantum storytellers, crafting systems that can generate infinite possibilities while maintaining visual and narrative integrity. Consider the technical challenges. How do you create a system that can do anything? How do you maintain visual consistency? How do you ensure narrative engagement? How do you make pure randomness feel meaningful? It demands a multidisciplinary approach that combines advanced computer science, narrative design, visual arts, psychological engagement strategies, pure, unbridled imagination, the generative AI of creative possibility. The Lucky Blockstaff represents an early prototype of generative narrative technologies. It's a glimpse into a future where stories are not written, but generated, where narrative becomes a living, breathing, constantly evolving entity. Psychological frontiers of surprise and engagement, the neuroscience of narrative excitement. From a neurological perspective, the Lucky Blockstaff is a masterpiece of psychological manipulation. It triggers complex neurochemical responses, creating a unique form of narrative addiction. Each activation releases dopamine, pleasure, norepinephrine, excitement, oxytocin, social bonding through shared experience. Viewers aren't just watching, they're neurologically participating in a shared moment of creative discovery. The cognitive architecture of wonder. The staff exploits fundamental cognitive mechanisms. It plays with our brain's pattern recognition systems, constantly subverting expectations, creating a state of perpetual cognitive excitement, cultural metamorphosis, and mimetic evolution. From animation technique to global phenomenon, what began as a clever animation concept has transformed into a global cultural touchstone. The Lucky Block staff has transcended its original medium, becoming a symbol of creativity, unpredictability, and the pure joy of unexpected possibility. Online communities have become entire ecosystems of creative exploration, elaborate fan theories, complex artistic interpretations, philosophical discussions about randomness and narrative, the democratization of creative expression. More than an animation technique, the Lucky Block staff represents a profound democratization of storytelling. It suggests that the most interesting narratives emerge from embracing chaos, from being open to the unexpected. Philosophical contemplations of randomness, chaos as the ultimate creative force. At its philosophical core, the Lucky Block staff is a manifesto about the nature of creativity itself. It challenges our understanding of narrative structure, suggesting that true innovation emerges from surrendering control. It whispers a radical truth. The most interesting moments in life and art are those we cannot anticipate. Zen and the art of narrative transformation. There's a profound meditative quality to the Lucky Block staff. It teaches us about impermanence, about the fluid nature of reality, about finding beauty in constant transformation, technological prophecies, and future narratives, beyond current storytelling paradigms. The Lucky Block staff isn't just an animation technique. It's a preview of future narrative technologies. It hints at story systems that are dynamic, responsive, aligned with the chaotic nature of human experience. A cathedral of human imagination. The Lucky Block staff is more than an artifact of digital storytelling. It is a monument to human creativity, to our capacity to imagine beyond known boundaries. Each activation is a celebration of pure potential. It reminds us that the most profound moments emerge not from careful planning, but from our willingness to embrace uncertainty. The infinite canvas. In the end, the Lucky Block staff is a mirror reflecting our deepest creative impulses. It shows us that magic happens in the unexpected moments, in the spaces between certainty and surprise. May we all learn to wield our own metaphorical Lucky Block staff, ready to transform the ordinary into extraordinary with a single, unpredictable swing. Final invocation. Randomness is not the absence of meaning, but the purest form of potential. Chaos is not disorder, but the birthplace of all creation. And the Lucky Block staff? It is our guide to the infinite realms of possibility.